Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today, we will learn 14 interesting psychological facts about attraction. Now, let's begin. Attraction plays a pretty important role in our lives. It influences how we connect with people, form relationships, and operate within society. Attractive people tend to be more likable and make better impressions. They're perceived as more interesting, engaging, and desirable by friends and partners alike. The real question isn't whether it's good to be attractive in our society. It almost always is. What's more interesting, perhaps, is where attraction comes from and why certain people are more attractive than others. Attraction seems, on the surface, like a clear-cut subject. If someone is good-looking, we call them attractive, right? The truth is that numerous hidden factors influence who we find attractive and why, and those factors aren't always easy to predict. For example, you might come across someone who is beautiful by society's standards, like an attractive celebrity. Most people find them irresistible, but you may not feel the same way. On the other hand, you might encounter someone who isn't nearly as popular. They seem average to most people, but you can't keep your eyes off them. This tells us that attraction is more subtle, complex, and surprising than most people realize. Our real-life preferences sometimes turn our expectations upside down, challenging us to consider more than social norms and traditional standards of beauty. In other words, the reason you're attracted to someone, or why they might be attracted to you, may stem from somewhere far below the surface. If you really want to understand the rules of attraction, you need to look deeper into the human brain. Though you might experience attraction as a strong physical desire, it actually begins inside your mind. In many cases, it's the byproduct of your emotions and perceptions interacting with memories and experiences to create your romantic preferences. For example, you may find someone physically attractive because they possess qualities you associate with other interesting and desirable people. By understanding how the mind works, we can uncover patterns and predispositions that influence who we like and who likes us. In this video, we're going to cover 14 of the most interesting psychological facts about human attraction. If you put these discoveries to the test, you might become more attractive than ever. 1. The biological power of symmetry. When you see an attractive person, you may not think to yourself, wow, they have perfectly symmetrical features. But symmetry is typically the first thing your brain looks for. In other words, we are programmed to find symmetrical faces more desirable than non-symmetrical faces. Your brain interprets symmetry as a sign of health and genetic fitness. It often doesn't matter what specific features a person has. If their face is symmetrical, we're likely to find them attractive. 2. Opposites really do attract. Have you ever heard the phrase, opposites attract? Opposite people are attracted to one another, but not in the way you might think. It's not opposing personalities that we like. What we're really drawn to are people with certain types of antigens known as major histocompatibility complexes, MHCs. Our brains are unconsciously drawn to potential partners with contrasting MHCs. In other words, you may find someone attractive on the outside, but you're just attracted to their genes. 3. Follow the eyes. Many people try to hide their feelings around someone they find attractive. They pretend not to care or act uninterested, but their body language may be giving them away. If you want to know who someone likes, follow the direction of their gaze. Why? Because we all like looking at the people we desire. When they're around, we struggle to pay attention to anything else. Even if we're trying to hide our feelings, we sneak glances every chance we get. The same thing may happen if someone is attracted to you. If you notice someone consistently staring in your direction, they may find you more attractive than you realize. 4. Beauty is misleading. Beauty has a strange way of clouding our judgment. When we're attracted to someone, we struggle to see them as any other person. Instead, we fall victim to a beauty bias, making overly optimistic assumptions about what kind of person they might be. For example, let's say someone thinks you're attractive, but they don't really know anything about you. They don't know where you went to school or what you do for work. They're not sure what your life is like, yet they assume you're intelligent and successful, creating an idealized version of you in their head.